So today, we're going to do something a little different. We're not just going to tell you a horror story, we're going to take it apart, piece by piece, to see what makes it tick. Let's dive into this incredible lesson in suspense and misdirection.
And wow, this story does not waste a single second. It starts right here with this line, immediately dropping us into this world of just oppressive silence and total isolation. You can feel the tension from the very first sentence. The setting itself becomes a character, you know? It's the thing that traps our heroes before the real danger even shows up.
All right, so let's get into Section 1, Journey of the Dark Night. This is where we meet our two friends, Rahul and Aman, and they are completely stranded on this lonely road. The entire point of this section is to drill home one thing, just how vulnerable they are.
And this, right here, this is the classic setup, right? You've got these two guys, and they are caught between pure, raw fear and this desperate sliver of hope. Every shadow could be a monster, but every step forward could be their salvation. This fight going on inside their heads makes them the perfect targets for what's coming next.
So just when you think things can't get any worse for them, poof! A guide appears out of the darkness. It's an old man on a bullock cart, and he's got this kid with him who just stares. It's such a classic horror move, isn't it? This mysterious stranger who shows up with a solution that feels just a little too easy, a little too weird. It just plays on all our instincts.
And then he says this, "Go, son, and don't look back." Whoa, I mean, talk about ominous, right? Is that a warning? Is it a curse? Or is it just some weird advice? The story doesn't tell us, and that's the point. It plants this little seed of dread, and you just know it's going to grow.
Okay, on to Section 2, a terrifying hotel. The friends follow the old man's directions and find this beat-up hotel. It looks like a safe haven from that dark, scary road, but we all know how that goes in a horror story, don't we? The promise of safety, well, that's usually the deadliest trap of all.
Now the narrative just starts piling on these red flags, one after another. Every little detail is designed to freak you out. The creepy guy at the gate who doesn't blink, the fact that he won't give them a room at first, and then that joke from the sister, "Those who stay here never see the morning." Come on! The story is pushing us really hard to think one thing: ghosts. This place is haunted.
And then this happens. They hear a woman crying and see her running for her life from the hotel into the forest. This has got to be it, right? This confirms everything. It's got to be a haunting, some kind of ghost story, which, of course, is exactly what the writer wants us to think.
And that brings us to Section 3, Human Wolves. This is where the story just yanks the steering wheel in a completely different direction. The title itself is a huge clue. The supernatural horror we were all expecting, it's about to be replaced by something way more real, and maybe way more terrifying.
So, you gotta ask yourself, if it's not ghosts, what in the world is really going on inside that hotel? The story has so carefully built our expectations, and now it's about to pull the rug right out from under us.
And here it is, the first massive twist. Our heroes peek through a keyhole, and what do they see? Not some floaty ghost, no. They see the hotel owners standing over a bloody corpse. The horror isn't supernatural at all. It's people. All that ghostly dread is suddenly replaced by the sick reality of human evil. And honestly, that's so much scarier.
And if there was any doubt left, they overhear this. "Dinner is arranged for tonight." Oh man, that's when it hits them. That's the moment they realize they aren't guests. They're the next meal on the menu. The threat is real, it's immediate, and they have to get out now.
So now we're in Section 4, the Guardian of the Forest. They have no choice, right? They bolt into the very forest they were terrified of, running straight towards the so-called monster that the hotel owners used to scare people.
I mean, can you even imagine the terror? You just barely escaped from human monsters, only to run smack into this massive, wolf-like beast with glowing red eyes. It's the ultimate out-of-the-frying-pan and into-the-fire moment. There is absolutely nowhere safe to go.
But then, the story does it again. It completely flips the script on us for a second time. The beast isn't the villain, it's the hero. The narrative just turns on a dime. The monster they were so afraid of is actually a protector, a guardian. The whole story the hotel owners told about sacrifices, it was all just a lie to cover up their own horrible crimes.
So who is this guardian, really? Well, it turns out he's a man who was cursed for a crime he committed a long time ago. Now he's forced to live as this beast, and his penance is to protect innocent travelers in the forest.
He was the one who actually dealt with the evil hotel owners. It's not just a plot twist, it adds this whole new layer of sadness and redemption.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, the story's moral. After all those insane twists and turns, what are we actually supposed to take away from all this? This last section really spells out the story's powerful message.
It all boils down to these key ideas. The story's whole structure is built to prove these points. The terrifying beast was a hero, and the nice, welcoming innkeepers were the real monsters. It's such a stark reminder that what you see on the surface is often just a carefully built lie. And so, that's the question the story really leaves us with, isn't it? It forces us to think about how we judge everything around us. Next time you're faced with a choice, what are you going to trust? The thing that looks scary, but might be the truth, or the lie that's smiling right at you? It's just a brilliant piece of storytelling that doesn't just scare you, it makes you think. Thanks for breaking it all down with me.